Hello and welcome, my dear subscribers and watchers. This is iPlay 4K, and in this video we'll be benchmarking Tomb Raider at the very crazy resolution, 8K resolution. Let me say it again, 8K resolution. This is for those trolls that, trolling a lot, and they're like, I didn't hear it, man, it's not real, it's fake. Okay, anyways, and today I'm going to use 3 EVGA GeForce GTX Titan X and SLI. Go ahead and grab yourself a soft drink. It's going to be crazy, man. I'm a little bit sick. It's bad weather here in Colorado a little bit, and I'm drinking some beautiful tea with the 2 lemon slices in it. Beautiful. It's like big. It's like, Coloradian one, big one. So it's a lot of tea. Alright, so at the right top corner I have the video card stats, which is GPU 1, GPU 2 and GPU 3. Makes sense. Today we have 3 Titan X. Titan X video cards as a single GPU, so 3 of them will be 3 GPUs, and then memory 1, memory 2 and memory 3 will be memory 1 on one video card, it's a VRAM, and then memory 2 on the second video card, it's VRAM, and memory 3, it's a memory VRAM on the third video card. Then I put the CPU for you, the percentage of the 6 core, it's a 4930K overclocked to 4.3 with the 12 threads with the HT, so it's 12 virtual cores in Windows. And of course my system memory is 6737 megabytes. It's a RAM, so it's overclocked just to match the latest 5960X from stock. And as you can see, it's not using at this resolution, it's not using the GPU, the CPU at all. CPU is usable at resolution 1280 by 720, 1600 by 900, and sometimes it's using 50% of CPU, 1920 by 1080. When it comes to 4K resolution, it's using about 30%, 35, and as you can see at 8K resolution it's using 1415. So it doesn't rely on CPU at all. All the calculation goes through the video cards, and then it's output into the display. So just because we have a big memory buffer, so it will help us too. Each GeForce GTX Titan X Super Clock Edition, today I'm using the Super Clock Edition. A non-Super Clock Edition has 12 gig of VRAM, GDDR5. I'm waiting for a Pascal, man, but this is the Maxwell architecture, and they're using GDDR5 memory. And here's my stats again. First goes the temperature of the GPU, then goes the load on the GPU was 99%, 98. As you can see, it means that it's perfect SLI scalability. Everything what is above 90 is perfect, especially when it's 99, it's perfect. You cannot get better than that. Then 100%, it's a fan rotation at maximum. And why I set it to maximum? Because it's getting too hot to 91 and start throttling and lowering itself to 1170, 1150 megahertz, and super clock version of Titan X become a regular version of Titan X because it's getting too hot, because I'm running 3 video cards and SLI, and there is no space between them. This is how the SLI design, and they're air cooling on only one fan, so they're not cooled enough. And if you're going to run the Titan X, my advice to you to set it in water. This is going to be perfect condition for the Titan X when it's in SLI. Single can do, but dual or triple or quad for sure. If it was a quad, I would be cooking here. Anyways, on air of course. Anyways, they're running I'm running super clock Titan X's, which is 100 megahertz faster than a regular Titan X when it's perfect scenario, but it's already clocking itself 1240, and then it's going to go like 1200. It's heating up, as you can see. What's going to happen, I'm going to wait till it will heat up completely. We will test it till it will heat up completely. Or actually what we're gonna do now, what we're gonna do, just because I'm recording today with the software, I'm using the shadow play. Because I'm recording today with the software, I'm losing 2-3 FPS anyways, and this is will be, I'm going to lose 2 FPS when our frequency will go like 1180 megahertz on the GPU. So it's pretty much will be the same. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cool them down when we're going to do before the benchmark to 70, and then we're going to start benching, because they're going to warm up right now during our introduction. Then I will pause it, minimize it, it's going to cool it down, and again bring the window when it's going to cool down. So it's going to be fair, because that compensation for the software recording will take 2-3 FPS down, so you will know that our final results on the video and our averages will be how much you will be getting with the throttling GPU till 1150, something like that. Because in Battlefield, after like 1 hour playing, the GPU was hitting like 1150, 1130 megahertz. So they're becoming regular Titans. Anyways, of course you can overclock them even further, set them on water, but this is not the case right now. I'm trying to do the minimum manufacturing stock, which is the air. And the EVGA right now somehow avoided legality by the Nvidia, because Nvidia just kind of listened to the mommy's boys that have the GTX 980 Ti, and they said, you know what guys, you cannot modify the Titan X, no, and they just didn't allow to put any custom cooling. That's why it has one single fan on it. But let me go ahead and show you the settings real quick while I'm talking, so you will get entertained. But I'm getting some information into you guys. But the EVGA somehow avoid that legality, and they put in the hybrid version with the close water cooling loop. This is I advise you to get if you're getting the Titan X. Or if you will get those and you're running SLI, 4K will be fine. But if you're gonna go like crazy like me above 4K, man, you wanna water cool them. If you want them overclocked, you want them water cool them. And they're stock right now, super clocked by stock. And if I'm going to overclock them, folks, I'm going to set 1500 megahertz, and I'm going to do them on water cooling, and I'm going to do the whole tutorial for you. All what I need, just 25 likes, and tell me in my multiple AK videos, I play 4K, we want you to overclock your Titans to 15 megahertz. Please do a tutorial for us. 25 people will write this comment, I will go ahead and do it. Alright, and please like this video too. The more likes will motivate me to create more cool videos like this in 8K resolution. Resolution 8192 times 4320 is the perfect for 8K 4 divided by 3. It's not a wide 8K, which is 16 divided by 9, but it's 4 divided by 3. 30 Hz, this monitor is 30 Hz. Allowed in 4K, because otherwise this Windows doesn't run 60 yet, and this is not Windows 10. But it's DirectX 11, and we're going to be in perfect conditions. So 30 Hz is fine. Plus 30 Hz is very smooth though. It's smooth. Even 30 FPS at this resolution feels smooth, folks. I'm getting back to Quake 2 times, to my Voodoo 3 2000, where 30 FPS Quake 3 was just normal. And exclusive full screen, what does it mean? It means that we can set 30-60 Hz. With this option on, you can set, and I set to 30. Then motion blur is off. I don't want you to blur it out. I'm recording as again today with software anyways, it's going to be clear, but you know, I don't like that motion blur anyways. Let's go to advanced options. It's custom, why it's custom, pretty much everything on maximum quality, as you can see, ultra, and it's about 16 times AA, it's maximum. Hair quality is normal. Then we have another option, will be AMD option, TresFX. We'll be setting this second test, and then third test I'm going to put the anti-aliasing on, maxed out. Hopefully it's not going to be screenshots. And then what we're gonna do, we're going to set it to just the ultra instead of custom, completely everything maxed out. Okay. And ultra, it's not going to be like extreme, it's going to just lower the shadow quality to normal instead of ultra. Right now it's ultra, it's going to lower it to normal, but we're gonna do it later as our fourth test, just for those who's curious. Shadow resolution high, which is the maximum, level detail ultra maximum, reflection high maximum, depth of field maximum, SSAA ultra maximum, post processing on, tessellation is on. It's with the tessellation, folks. High precision on. So maxed out, except the anti-aliasing is off. Okay, and the hair quality, which is the AMD extension TresFX, is off right now. But we'll be testing our next test. You can see GPU reach 87, getting cooler. Room temperature is 74 Fahrenheit right now. And during the 74 Fahrenheit, you can translate to Celsius for those people in Europe. You can find out, but pretty much it's going to throttling. It's going to reach 91 and it's going to throttling and it's going to lower itself to 1200 in this game, what I saw. But in Battlefield, after 1 hour, it was like 1150. Not bad, not bad. Of course, running fans on 100%. It's kind of noisy, but I'm in a big room with the kick-ass big monitor, 65-inch, so I'm fine. And wireless keyboard and computer is a little bit far away, so I didn't hear it. Let me go ahead and I have a nice, beautiful case, which is kind of quiet too. I'm going to go ahead and pause right now, and I'll be back in about 15 minutes when it's going to cool down. I'm going to minimize the window, but for you it's going to be just 1 second. I will see in 1 second, folks, when our GPU temperature will be like 70, and we'll be proceeding. Just because I'm recording with the software, that 2 frames per second will be compensated, so you will know our final results will be with the hot GPUs, but in our case it will be cool GPUs to push up 2 more frames per second more to compensate the recording, because I'm recording on the same computer. Alright folks, I will see you in 1 second. Alright folks, I just got back. Our temperature is 60 Celsius. Let's go ahead and get started. You can see everything is maxed out, nothing changed. Hair quality is normal. Then we will do the TresFX, then anti-aliasing, and then on the ultra instead of extreme. So, maxed out, 8K. Send it to all your friends, folks. You're watching the best from the best. You're watching I Play 4K. I Play 4K and above. Start benchmarking. I really like the static benchmarks, and the Tomb Raider, this version will be on my list of the benchmarks when you're going to see a lot of my video tutorials on equipment. There is some coming in maybe a few weeks. I'm going to do you a super surprise. I'm going to do a beautiful test of something crazy. I don't want to tell you, but it's going to be beautiful. Okay, I don't want to spoil. Yeah, you can see 34, 35 at the right corner FPS average. I think we're going to be about 35. Keep in mind, because I'm recording with the software on the same computer, it's 2-3 FPS down. Before I click the button on the recording, I measure it. It's 2 and sometimes 3 FPS down, so keep that in mind. And my final result is 2 FPS slower, 2-3 FPS lower than when recording. It's looking so beautiful. Doesn't need no anti-aliasing on this resolution, folks. Even if you're running 100-inch monitor, unless you're sitting like close to it, like I'm sitting 1 meter away. But if you're going closer, then maybe you will see something. Average 33.6, maximum FPS 38.9, minimum 26.4. So very playable, above 30 FPS. And in the game it's even going to be higher than this. Somehow during this benchmark it's a little bit lower than in the game. Average in the game is going to be even a little bit higher, like 40, something like that. I will be also showing you in-game footage after everything test. I'm going to put it as the final and the end product for you in the conclusion to see how it's going to go in the game. But in the game it's going to be even higher. I'm assuming about 45 average. Alright, get this going. Everything is beautiful, folks. Can you imagine 8K resolution possible in 2016, and I'm the first one who's recording this, and I'm going to do all the games, and it's unbelievable. The nice playable of frames per second. And go ahead and watch the Battlefield. Battlefield was like 50-55 frames per second without the anti-aliasing. It was completely playable. Alright, so now we're gonna do a trick. We're gonna put, instead of here normal, to AMD TresFX mode, and we're gonna bench it again. It's 84. I'm going to go ahead and let me go back to graphics. I'm going to go ahead and let it cool down a little bit, 85, and I will see you in about 2-3 minutes. Alright guys, here I come. What, you thought it's going to be Barack Obama? No, it's I play 4K. So TresFX, we cool down our GPU. Let's go ahead and have a look. Maxed out, anti-aliasing off, but with TresFX this time. This is AMD extension for the hair. So what it does, it's going to do some realistic hair. But to be honest, I didn't like the way it looked in this Tomb Raider. As you can see, it's going to get into the body. It's kind of looking ugly on the Nvidia, but pretty much the same looking on AMD. So it's going to go into the body. The geometry, there is no basically, you know, quality over here, and I don't think it's a AMD fault. I think it's the developers of the Tomb Raider, and what they did it, they probably didn't pay attention when they did it, and it's kind of looking sloppy, as you can see. So a different resolution is kind of the same. I mean, at the resolution 4K, I didn't test it at 1080, so, but I think it's going to be the same. It's kind of look nice though. It doesn't have that 3D look. It's look like a hair, but just because it's going into the character, it's kind of nasty. And I think the developers did a mistake here. They didn't do quality testing here, because pretty much you're not going to see the character Lara in, you know, here a lot close up, and maybe they said it's going to be okay, but they need to fix the geometry. The collision here is not good. Alright, average FPS, wow folks, 28.6, lower than 30 FPS, but keep in mind, just because I'm recording and our FPS, you know, yeah, you're going to lose because it's going to overheat after 1 hour playing, so it's going to lose 2 FPS. So this is kind of going to be your result in a benchmark, but in a game it's even higher. It's about going to be 35, I would say, so it's going to be above 30 for sure, but we will see. I didn't play the game this yet at this resolution. I just started and I got so excited I decided to show it to you and me at the same time. Max FPS 34, minimum 22 and 6. But in the game, as during my test with AMD and Titans and 980 Ti's and different video cards, it was always higher resolution. But we will see. It's going to be at the conclusion. Oh yeah, by the way, here is the codes right here, folks. Can you see the codes of the Steam for the Tomb Raider? Go ahead and for the first person who will find it, put it in your Steam, download it, and have fun. Let me know in the comments below who you are. It's in the left top corner. Giveaway just for you, just because you're watching who? I play 4K. Keep in mind, more codes are coming if you didn't win. Next time, watch the full video, watch from start till the end, and keep your attention. I already gave away a lot of codes, and for those who won, please let the people know, and for those who are going to win this, please let us know too. Here we go. Let's go ahead and test it now with the different settings. Sorry, I talk a little bit too much, but as you can see, my talk is valuable. I bring some information and knowledge and experience sharing at the same time. Hopefully you appreciate this. You're getting some knowledge about the Titan X, what was beyond my 1 year of experience. Pretty much wrapping up the Titan X at base without the overclock, how they come from in manufacturing, and there is big possibility I'm going to overclock them to 1500, as again 25 people need to write in multiple videos when I'm with Titan X that you want to see. For say I play 4K, please overclock your Titan X to 1500 megahertz. We want to see that tutorial. So I'm going to do the whole tutorial for you how to do it and make it safe at home environment. And the car is going to run 3-4 years easy. So let me know. Otherwise, why I'm saying big possibility, because I'm thinking about the Pascals. It's also big possibilities about the next Titans. And just because you're watching I play 4K, I gotta keep the standards, right folks? I gotta keep up. Alright, so TresFX, we're gonna bring it back because it took about 4-3 FPS. Not so bad. Actually, it's a AMD extension, but AMD takes more than 3-4 FPS. It takes about 10 FPS down on AMD, like almost a half. But in Titans, it doesn't. So very, very interesting. Okay, now anti-aliasing will go all the way to 4 times SSAA. This is the maximum. We'll be testing like this. Let me apply those. There we go. Was changing the resolution. So we got 4 times SSAA. The GPU is very hot. I'm going to go and cool it down. I'll see you in 1 second. Everything maxed out, as you can see, maxed out right now. Everything was could be maxed out except the hair. It's normal because they didn't look too good as well. You know, those kind of hair, the normal look like 3D, but the other one looking nice. But just because they come into the body of this to the layer, it doesn't look so good. So I will see you in 1 second. Let me cool down the GPUs. Subscribers, I'm back. GPU are cool, lemon are done, tea is done. So let's go ahead and do it 4 times. Everything maxed out except the hair normal. Let's go ahead and bench it. Again, for those who's going, you switched. No, I didn't switch anything. What's the point for me to do all of this? I'm trying to be as honest as possible. I'm just trying to show the world and people like me what they can expect by buying it. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. It's not a frame rate, folks. I mean, it's not the screenshots. It's 15 frames per second. I think the average will be about 15, 14. Oh yeah. Look at that. Using 8,000 megabytes of VRAM on each video card, so it's 8 gigabytes. So 980 Ti will be struggling a little bit here, dropping few FPSs because of lower VRAM, and it's going to store on regular RAM. When I set my RAM as 6,000 megabytes, my system RAM, it's not true. It's using right now 6900. So it's 6 gigabytes, but my total RAM is 64 gigabytes just in case. Yeah, as you can see, 8K resolution, 10 gigabytes will be enough, and then on a video card VRAM. Here we go. Average 16.8, even higher than I thought. Wow, nice. Max and keep in mind, in game it's going to be a little bit higher. We're going to test in game then, after the benchmark, just for those who's curious, because what I saw when I was playing this game, by the way, amazing game, in game is higher than during the benchmark somehow. So I'm going to show you both words, but when it comes to frames per second, to the statistics that you can compare, I only will trust all the time static benchmarks such as this. So I'm going to put this Tomb Raider benchmark in my collections of the benchmarks, and again, my video review of cool products are coming. Stay tuned, cool hardware. And this is going to be on the benchmark list that all the products will go through single list of benchmarks, so the statistics and data, so you can basically, by watching my channel, compare multiple videos and put down on a piece of paper for you some numbers and figure out, you know, the percentage, how this card versus this card faster, and etc, etc, etc. I'm going to do as a standard, so everybody who enthusiast and likes some analytics, they're going to like it. Alright folks, very nice. Maximum 20.8, average 16.8, and minimum 12.8. Options. What's going on here? See how resolution, how the Steam window look like? Oh, I gotta escape it. See time and everything. This is how big resolution, folks. This is no joke. 8K. ¿Qué pasó? Trabaja. ¿Por qué trabaja, muchacha? ¿Por qué? Graphics. Sorry, I'm just practicing my Spanish. You know, I'm a James Bond. I gotta know so many languages, right? So, advanced. Now we're gonna bring back the 4 times anti-aliasing. Actually, we're gonna go to basic and we're gonna switch to quality instead of custom. We're gonna go, it's going to be extreme, ultimate, okay, and we're gonna go one level down, which is the ultra. And what ultra does, let me apply and show it to you. Okay, here we go, apply. Gotta replace the battery in my mouse. Hopefully when I'm applying, same resolution, but when I'm applying the effects, it's still recording, because if it's not, I'm going to be, I forgot to put this symbol when it's recording, you know, the icon. Hopefully it does. Alright, so what does the ultra does? Everything maxed out. It's also putting the anti-aliasing SSAA, but I know some of the folks was complaining online, they didn't like, my older subscribers, so they said better make it off, and I agree with them. Let's go ahead and make it off. Everything maxed out. Hair quality will be normal. Everything is maxed out, maximum. Shadows only will be normal. You can go ultra or normal, or you can go off. Pretty much not a big deal. And by the way, you can play it like this, and let's see how comfortable it will be. Shadow resolution high, but you cannot go ultra here. Ultra level details, reflection high, everything maxed out. So everything maxed out, no changes, except the shadows go to normal. And you don't look too much at the shadows. The ultra shadows will be a little bit softer, you know, like a softer lookish, with less hard lookish and kind of gray instead of black. But you know, it's not that biggie, and you, by the way, you can play the game and enjoy. It's still going to be like maximum quality almost. Let's go ahead and test it like that. What's going to happen? I'm going to go ahead and like we agreed, I will see you in 1 second. Let's cool down the GPUs. Alright folks, I'm back and GPU are cool. Let's go ahead and get going here. Let's go ahead and test it like this. And let's have a look. Wait a second. Oh, of course. You gotta apply it because we said to. Let's go ahead and apply it. Here we go. To normal and shadows. And it is normal, it says, but I didn't apply after that. Look like. Alright. Start benchmark. Here we go. Let's have a look. By the way, keep in mind that you right now you can play like this and have fun. It's going to be maxed out as well. Everything except the shadows. As you can see by the hair, shadows kind of hard there. It's gonna have some hard edges. This is the difference between the ultra and normal shadows. But you don't pay too much attention to the shadows. $34, $35, wow. What, 38 you think folks average will be on the benchmark? Impressive, those Titan X. And I would say that 10 gigabytes is enough for 8K resolution. And when they're going to put in Pascal, they're going to put 16 gigabytes on new Titans. It's going to be more than enough. It's just going to be marketing step instead of, you know, the idea, instead of action, real, you know, life idea. But you're going to be fine. This is for those people who's not going to afford the Titans. They're going to know 10 gigs will be more than enough for 8K resolution. Max FPS 39.6, average 36.6, and minimum 32. Very playable, and it feels so great too. Okay, so pretty much that's it, folks. We just ran all the different settings, and now it's time to go ahead and get into the game and see how the game will look like. And I'm going to start with this settings, which is the settings that we just used, and 8K, but quality is went to custom. Why it's went to custom? Because when I switch the anti-aliasing FXAA to off, it automatically go to custom. But right now we're using same quality, ultra quality, but shadow hair quality is normal and shadows will be normal. Everything maxed out and no anti-aliasing. Let's go ahead and have a look. You don't need the anti-aliasing at all, by the way, in this game at this resolution, but you just want to see. Look at that tessellation on the water, it's beautiful. As you can see those waves, this is the tessellation effect. I'm going to go ahead and click continue and we'll see the game. Let me see, I completed 31%. I was recording the walkthrough for you. But then so many games and I was a little bit busy, so I didn't release it. I'm probably going to do some walkthrough maybe in 8K just for you folks. Look how beautiful it is. Look, 35, 38, 37. Oh my god, look how beautiful. And those hair, the regular hair at normal, looking so great on the character right now. You even don't need the TresFX, because this TresFX is the TresFX. I mean, look at this. In this game, it's just useless. It's even looking beautiful right now. But it's so detailed. Look at those details, folks. Look at those details. How sharp it is. Unbelievable. The textures is not ready for 8K, but they look so great, like unbelievable. This is the maximum you can see right now what's going on in 2016. This is before the Pascal. This right today is April 10, 2016. This is the maxed out, folks. This is like, all right. I think I forgot how to play this game. All right, let's jump in. Show it to you real quick. We're not gonna play a lot, we're just going to do some settings. 34, so pretty much, wow, at 8K.
This is the good stuff.
Oh, look at that.
If you show the ceremony drama, Father Goliath will cut you.
Yeah, let me get back, and we're going to see check the FPS. We're going to see the different FPS at the different settings before we're going to proceed with those guys. So pretty much very nice, folks. Right now it's kind of 30-ish because of smoke. The smoke, of course, killing a little bit. A lot of smoke. All right, let's go ahead and put now gameplay options, graphic options. Okay, let me see. What does the ultra means here on the quality? I'm just curious. I mean ultimate. Let's see what kind of options on the ultimate will be. Ultra, everything maxed out with the TresFX and FXAA, and shadows will be normal. So it's kind of the same as ultra, but only they will put the TresFX effect, which takes a little bit more FPS, as you saw, 2-3 FPS. Everything maxed out. Shadows is high. I mean, shadow resolution high, but shadows are normal. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to put ultra. So right now everything will be maxed out with the regular hair at normal, even with the shadows. Let's have a look. Let's apply and have a look. What is the FPS will be? Wow, on this level FPS even 28. I would play with shadow normal, folks. When it's going like 25, it's a little bit laggy. You want to get at least 30, and above 30 you will enjoy, but 30 is a must. So look at this, almost 30. I mean, it's still playable. It's all about the shadows. If you will release the shadows from high resolution, the other extension to normal, I'm pretty sure the FPS will be like 40. So you got an idea, right? 25 of this because this is the heavy option here, and that option everything on ultra, and was like 30 here. So everything on ultra, and FXAA turned down, but it doesn't need on Nvidia at all. It's maybe 1 FPS. You can play with that if you like. Anti-alias, but as again, you don't need no anti-aliasing. But see, right now on ultra it's 25 and over here, but pretty much when you proceeding it's 30. If you will put, folks, this shadow resolution to normal, let me show it to you, to normal, and this one to normal as well. I just want to show it to you. Everything is maxed out, normal here. The FPS will be, I think, high. 31 here, can you believe it? 31 here. So we increased by 1 FPS pretty much. So over there it's probably going to be what, like 35. Almost, yeah, 35, as you can see. Look at those details, man. That's beautiful. 35, yeah. This is how I would play this, and it's feel comfortable with this. Okay, what's going on? I want to zoom in. It was lagging just a little bit, and then just because I'm recording, now it goes fast. I mean, it's nice to have 40 for very comfortable. It's nice to have 40. Then it's going to be comfortable for this particular game. And let me go ahead and show you, just for those who's curious, okay, just to kill all the curiosity. Anti-aliasing maxed out, everything is maxed out, and hair is normal, and then we'll put the hair. Okay, we've set the options, everything maxed out, folks. Only the hair is normal. 11, wow. Yeah, particular in this particular place. Usually it goes higher than benchmark, but this particular place, shadow smokes, 4 times anti-aliasing, MSAA, it's real anti-aliasing, the best one almost. And you can see throttling right now the video card going 1177. And yeah, 10 FPS, folks, 10 FPS. And this because the smoke, and it's 8K resolution. 8K resolution is again not a joke. It's lagging a lot, so it pretty much is screenshots. You don't want to play like that. Maybe you want to take a screenshots like that, but you don't want to play like that. Okay. Let me go back, and I even don't want to put the TresFX at this level because it's already. We're gonna go without anti-aliasing, and we'll put TresFX just to see how it's going to be. But definitely you don't want to play like that. So you don't want to play with anti-aliasing, but there is no need of anti-aliasing. It's when you're going to anti-aliasing, it's probably going to be like 12K resolution. It's going to be so smooth, but you don't see a difference unless it just slowing down, and it's kind of giving you that psychological feel to it. But trust me, there is nothing there. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to set the hair quality to TresFX, anti-aliasing all the way down, just because we tested like this too, as you remember, and everything else maximum. Let's have a look. FPS 23 maybe, 25 at here it started, and then it's going to pick up. There's a big difference between the 10 and 25. You can even play at 25, but it's not 27 here. But it's better to have over 30. 40 will be very comfortable. I think if I would have 4th Titan X, it would be 40 at ultra settings. with normal shadows and no anti-aliasing and regular normal hair. Or if I'm going to clock my 3 Titans to 1500 megahertz, I think it will be 40. I think it will be like a 4th Titan X. It's going to be about 30 more % of boost theoretically, and I think this is how it's going to be. As you can see, it's throttling right now 1190. Under the throttle I saw 1116 battlefield after 1 hour, and it's 74 Celsius temperature of the room. So you saw it, right, folks? It's not playable, but like that, but it's playable. Wow, Battlefield is beautiful engine. Look at that. Battlefield was pushing 60, almost 50 frames per second. But if you want to have a playable, with the hair, we just did with the hair, folks. It took 2-3 FPS. But if you want to play it nicely, you want to put basic, go under basic, and then you want to set here to not ultimate but ultra, and you want to remove the SSAA because no anti-aliasing needed, and plus it's going to take only 1 FPS. Everything will be maximum and hair will be normal. This is how you want to do it. As again, let me show it to you how much FPS it will be. It will be 30 FPS. It will be comfortable, and you're going to enjoy 8K resolution, and it's playable. It's playable. But if I would play this game, particular game, how I would tweak it, see, it's going to go, I would have like at least 40 will be comfortable for me for sure. And how I will do it in this game, I would set it to, let me show it to you. It's the last conclusion. Shadows, let's make shadows normal. Let's shadow resolution normal. Reflection could be normal. You know, normal high, there is not such a big difference. It's still reflecting, not too much. And actually, no. I know what I'm going to do. Keep it high, but here keep it normal. SSAA. At the highest resolutions, this SSAA takes a lot of calculation and takes about 20% of GPU. Check our FPSs now. Look, it's not better. Oh, it's 33. So when we're going to proceed, it's going to be almost 37, almost 40. Check it out. Over here. Just took this for testing. As again, I don't like this testing. I like the static benchmark. 36. But if I would do it, folks, this is how I would do it. If I would do it, 38, almost 40. Plus, I would tweak the reflections. And on the reflections, I would do normal. Not a big deal, but it's probably going to save you a couple more FPS. Let's have a look. Almost 40. Yeah, it's still reflecting. It's 38. Yeah, now it's comfortable. Now you can play it like this. AK, check it out. Okay, it's lag out a little bit first time because first time when you're opening the, it's lagging out. Putting the first error after replacing the resolution. I mean some settings visual. This is how it does. And now it's smooth and beautiful. This is how it plays. As you can see, almost 40, 39. This is playable, folks. This is now playable. I mean, it's playable and comfortable. 60 will be nice, but this is the best what you can get. If you want to get like 45, get yourself, or above 40, the 4th video card, or overclock them to 1500. 1500 will save the day, and I believe it will give you nice beautiful above 40 and it's going to be comfortable. Right, folks? But it's still very high and the visuals are amazing. But I'm insane how Battlefield, even better graphics, was multiplayer. It's so much going on, so many players, so many models, and it was 50 frames per second without the anti-aliasing, maxed out. It was amazing on this resolution. So this engine is good SLI optimization, but the whole engine quality is not at the level. So it's basically, it's not use all the GPU raw power in Tomb Raider. Then Battlefield 4 was amazing. Go ahead and watch this video. I will put it for you in video description to check it out. But yeah, that's good. 40 and it's comfortable. It's, I would say above 40 will be comfortable enough, and but it also was comfortable. So you got an idea, and it's also maxed out almost. Of course, hair, you don't need the hair. It's still kind of messy, but shadows normal. You're not gonna see a big difference. Shadow resolution normal, and the reflection is normal. So pretty much to see the difference in reflection, you need to have a lot of reflection on the level, and there is none, and come close to it, and then you're going to see any differences. But I'm pretty sure the last test, for those out there who's like, hey Alex, what about the quality to high or to normal, completely normal, frames per second? I'm just curious. I think yes, 70. Wow, there's some aspects to it, and everything is normal. FXAA, everything's set to normal, as you can see, and they disabled the tessellation, and FXAA, let me remove the FXAA. So it's still normal. FXAA removed only. I think we're going to be without the tessellation at 93. Look at that, at 8K resolution, folks. 92, almost 100, and still not bad. Over here, without the tessellation, see that the thing? It's not so detailed, and it kind of feels like 4K now somehow to me. I don't know. Without the tessellation, let me run and show you the details. So you're going to check it out, the details. You will let me know. But it's, oops, hold on. Somehow it's like it out. I think it's just created another file. There's a lot of going on, big resolution. That's why it started new file, and it's a little bit like out because big resolution of recording. Anyways, look at this. So you're going to be at normal. You can enjoy the game, like completely enjoying, like enjoying. It's like chocolate candy, like plus with the extra sugar in it. This is more than enough FPS. Look at that. All right, but if I would be you, I just, for those who's curious, we don't want to go less than that, right? We want to still enjoy it at 8K with the maximum. But if I would you, I would definitely put my textures to the high, ultra, because we need the textures, because 8K resolution, and the tessellation I would enable. Let's say without the hyper, everything else will be normal. Let's see what our FPS will be. That's how you want to do 95. There's no big difference. High textures with the tessellation. See the difference now, folks? Look at that thing. It's kind of look better right now. Let me show it to you without the tessellation, so you will see the difference. I'm talking about this guy right here, by the tree. This object, this model. Let's go ahead and turn on the tessellation. Look at that object. Apply. It's going to be looking kind of squarish. See, it's kind of squarish, and the tree kind of not that smooth. Let me put it back and check at the tree. Graphics details. Again, we are about to wrap up. This is the conclusion for those who's curious, because, you know, we want to take some time because everything is crazy. Something like this, see the tree kind of get smoother when I apply it here. And this is something what average of you folks will get in 2018, 2019. And I better spend some time to show you in 2016 how it's looking. The year is 2016 right now. Yeah, see that? And by the way, this now feels like 8K. Doesn't feel like with those extra textures. But we have, it says we have no shadows. See the shadows here? The shadows still look fine to me. They're nice, they're not so dark, they're fine. Comparing to 2010 year, they're fine. And they soft, I didn't see at this 8K resolution, so you can use this shadow quality. I didn't see the hard edges. And by the way, in options it says shadow off, but we still have the shadow. See that shadow off? Wait a second. No, it's shadow normal. So yeah, it's looking great. We disabled the high precision, and I'm not sure what the high precision does, but let's go ahead and try to do the level of details ultra, which is the maximum, and let's do the SSAA ultra maximum. Let's see. I'm just trying to tweak it just to show it to you who is guessing. Look, we almost at the maximum graphics, and we 80 frames per second. Really like now the reflection SSAO under her arm. See that? On the elbow. Light. She got shadow, nice and beautiful. Look at the shadow of the character, nice and smooth at normal. So you don't need to have shadow. It's just for those who, oh, I want to have maxed out. That's probably. But if you want to use your logic and be intelligent about and still have beautiful, I think it's still looking beautiful, folks. Don't you think? Shadow resolution. Let's put. It's still fine. The shadow is fine, man. Look, if we're not going to use, I think that high precision something. Maybe it's set for the AMD because it was. The game was developed mostly for AMD GPUs. Let's set everything to ultra. Let's see how it's going to go. The reflection only to high, except the shadows. I'm fine with shadows, and precision will be off. I think the precision may be some function for the AMDs. What's our FPS? Okay, 41, 42. So this is how I would play, folks. 41, 42, it's very nice and smooth and beautiful. Like I said, it's about 40 and it's smooth now. This is how I would play it. This is nice and beautiful. Over here it's a little bit less because there's volumetric fog, particles. But mostly it's going to be 40 and above. It's beautiful. Once again, we are not here to find some achievements and hard trophies. We are hard trophies to find with 40. So this is how I would play it, folks. This is how I would do it. It's beautiful. It feels like 8K, man. It's beautiful. God, those details. Look at that, and the sharpness, and beautiful, and wood and everything. You can see the cracks there, and it's so nice and sharp and crispy. This is how I would play it. And so pretty much what's the problem was level of details. Pretty much took that you know, if we're gonna put the high level of details, I think our FPS will be 50. Let me see. Nope, 40, still 40. I think let's keep the level of details of high. I think there's something in here to tweak. Just to want to show it to you, so we will agree which settings would you play. Just let me know in the comments below. So just you know, I'm just curious about your thoughts. All right, folks. Level of details. Let's keep it ultra maximum. I think the reflection normal. Oh, I think it's depth of field eating a lot of performance. Normal. And yep, depth of field. Check it out. Depth of field eating a lot of performance in this game. So it's this filter. It's post-processing filter, and it's not optimized right. Right now, you can see it's not bad. Look at this. This is normal depth of field. All right. Let's go ahead and set it to. I don't think visually you can tell a difference. For those trolls that want everything maxed out, even anti-aliasing, they're going to see the difference. But I think for a regular person, ultra depth of field in this game eating a lot of performance, folks. Look, there's no difference. Can you see the difference? Those trees on the left middle corner, far away. There's same depth of field, but difference in FPS, as you can see. So I would play it like this, folks. Check it out. Depth of field back to normal. Boom. So it still be a depth of field. It's not like in Crisis. Depth of field high and low. It's a big difference, or no depth of field. But over here it's just the same, but different FPS. See those trees far away in the center and the left? It's still the same. So at normal or ultra, I mean at normal or high, right, folks? Yeah. So I would enable everything maxed out, folks. The shadow's nice, shadow resolution nice. I don't see any difference. I would, but everything right now is maxed out actually. And high precision, okay? High precision is on. Anisotropic, I would do 16 times as well. That's for our textures. This is how I would play it, folks. 60. Look at that. That's beautiful. Texture's even better now. That's nice. This is how I would play it. And this is max. This is almost maximum, guys. There is no like, look, shadows, shadow resolution. Let's keep it normal because our character has beautiful shadows and it's beautiful. We don't need to make it even better. Somehow, just because our resolution is crazy, it's kind of smoothing those edges, even with normal shadows. Everything else, nice. If reflection even on high, maxed out. So everything maxed out except the depth of field is normal. Everything is maxed out except the shadows, and shadow resolution is normal. You can go one way up, ultra. Let's go ultra, let's say, and high. This is the maximum shadow resolution high. Everything else maxed out, no anti-aliasing, folks. And depth of field is normal, which is not a big difference. What is depth of field is from far away should be kind of blurred out, and we didn't see that effect at all. Look, it's 45, everything maxed out except depth of field and no anti-aliasing. 45, 48, 50 almost. I would play it like this, man. I would play it like this. Maxed out, no anti-aliasing, and depth of field. It's still depth of field, as you can see, but not too much. And on ultra depth of field, it's kind of the same. So let me demonstrate to you real quick. And we're going to be end up on this topic, and we're going to switch to another game. Hopefully you're enjoying this so far. You saw that, right? At the distance, now ultra, the maximum depth of field. Folks, here's how you can see it's eating like half of the performance. See those trees? They're same. They're kind of not smooth far away. They're kind of, you can see them sharp. Not a big difference. Same thing. And those should be anti-aliased because, I mean, blurred out because they're a little bit far away. So depth of field in this game is kind of normal and ultra kind of the same. Not a big deal. And you got an idea, right, folks? Alright, thank you so much for watching. I Play 4K was with you today, showing you the Tomb Raider 8K resolution. We did all kind of tests, maxed out, all kind of, you know, taste. This is how I would play. I would put the depth of field to normal and everything keep maxed out. And this normal, everything maxed out. At these settings, I'm receiving good 60 FPS, like 50 FPS, and it's more than enough. It's beautiful. Almost 50 FPS. It's very comfortable, and everything else is maxed out. Except the hair is normal, but there's not such a big the hair. It's going to take like 3 FPS, and if we're going to switch the hair. Alright, hopefully I got you know, all the questions solved on this game and 8K. Thank you so much for watching. I play 4K with you today. Please like this video for more cool videos to motivate me to, you know, respect my time and stuff, and also visiting my sponsors. I just gave away the game, and for me to give away games, you gotta visiting my sponsors. I'm gonna make some pennies, and I'm going to folks, I'm investing all the pennies back to you, plus tons of more, buying all this hardware just to show you. And I get a lot of reviews coming, so everything will be nice. All right, thank you so much. Peace.